some of the biggest tricks that I've seen personally on how to buy real estate, and this is sad to tell y'all, right? It is not in the business field at all. It's actually in the personal field. And you finna be like, don't millionaires and all that stuff use business? Listen, for startup companies, for those people who don't got $1 million as an asset, for those who don't have businesses that's already had a 10, 20-year portfolio, this is one cheat code to how to buy real estate and some of the real estate tricks. My bank, Navy Federal, they allow you to get a mortgage, right? But in the meantime, right, I was able to get the mortgage at $500,000 because I bought the property from a builder. When you buy from a builder, you're not paying the prices that if a realtor sold you the house. So a builder might want $500,000 for a house that's worth $800,000. So the property that I bought, the equity in it is worth over $700,000. So I paid $508 for a house. The equity in this is $700 and something thousand, right? So when I get the house, the first thing I'm gonna do is get the equity for $200,000, and I'm gonna put over $100,000 into the house. And if I'm able to sell the house for $800,000, I might walk away with $200,000. But this is the thing, I can do that a million times over. If I get one house, get the equity from it, sell it, I can get another house simultaneously with that first house after I pull from the equity line of credit. So I get $200,000, I put $100 into that house, I'm working on my next mortgage loan. I go to another house that's brand new, reconstructed, buy directly from the builder that I know, Marth. I'm not gonna tell y'all the rest. That's the name of the builder I go through, Marth. So buy the home directly from a builder. Then you go to another home and you buy the house at a low price. And you take that amount of money from the equity and you do that simultaneously so many times till you at your third house, your fourth house, your fifth house. Also, that don't exclude the fact that the two houses that I got listed is already up for sale. And I got some of the best realtors in the state that's gonna go ahead and sell it for me. I can get any realtor I want. Hey, I need this house sold. How much you try to sell it for? $750,000. What do I walk away with? I'll give you $25,000, you sell the house. That realtor sell that house in a month, and that other realtor sell that house, I now have a good networking relationship. Now I bought over 3 properties using the equity line of credit to give me leverage in life, like $300,000-$400,000. You know, that's enough to pay off the mortgage fees, and that's enough money to build some more stuff into the house. So if I want to add a pool, if I want to add marble on the floors, if I want to add anything I want, I can do that, and I can resell the house for a higher profit. Buy brand new reconstructed homes, or you can buy old used homes, but make sure it's in a high demand area. So that is one way you can kill real estate, because they approving people at 20%. And 620 credit score. So you got a 620 credit score, a 600 credit score, you can get approved. Just show how much money you make, whether you're using your social or EIN number. Soon you show them the amount of money that you're making, and you constantly leveraging, you constantly getting new properties, you're gonna keep getting approved for these mortgages. They want this stuff to be gone. They want to give you money as bad as you want it, as bad as you need it. It's people out there that don't know the tricks and the trades to real estate in so many ways, because I'm giving you guys a blueprint on something that you can get for yourself without having to go to this company and beg them on your knees. Please, sir, can the bank please give me $1 million to build this home? No, you can use a mortgage loan, right? You can buy as a consumer, but whole time you have a business interest, because it's always the way you think. It's always the way you think. So if I was to buy both of the property at 100% financing and the seller pays the closing fee, closing costs, that's 0% out of pocket. Only thing I had to pay money for is the earnest deposit, which was $3,000. But that don't even compare to a $200,000 extra in equity line of credit that I'll be getting for that house. So that $700,000 home, I'm gonna turn that motherfucker into an $850,000 home. And once I'm able to sell that, simultaneously, I'm gonna get another mortgage for them. You know how paying off a full mortgage under a year will look to a bank? You a fucking asset to them, because they're going to want to give you more mortgages, right? Then when it comes to the time when I want to ask the bank, hey man, let me get $150,000, they're going to give me that shit in 1 week. And that's how you look at business from a business perspective, and you trying to obtain the properties as a consumer. Because I'm going to tell y'all something crazy that a lot of people don't even pay attention to. They give more money to a consumer than they would to a business owner. If a business owner, right, say if it's a small coffee shop, right, a small little coffee shop, and he barely have ends meet, and he asks the bank, I want $5,000 for business equipment. They will shoot him down. But if it's a person that's making under $30,000 a year, they can get an $80,000 car. Make that make sense. You giving me 80 grand, right, for a car, but you're not gonna get a little business, $5,000 for something that you know he's gonna make back. Banks invest into secure properties. Secure properties would be real estate, right? Cars, boats, and stuff like that. Those consumer goods is assets to a bank because the bank know they can take it from you. The bank can't take that $5,000 loan back because it's considered unsecured. So that's what I'm saying. You put your hands on real secure property and you able to take the equity line of credit from that secure property. And that's when you go ahead and you can leverage it like that. Because if I get one mortgage, pay that back, get another mortgage, pay that back, get another mortgage, pay that back, and I'm constantly taking the equity line of credit, I'll win the game. Because the goal is, whether you're doing it as a consumer or a business, the whole thing is about being business. It's just business. You just gotta study the comps in that neighborhood. You find you a good house. This house maybe can sell for $900,000. So if I can pull $150 of equity out this house, why not? Because I can turn this house to $1 million home if I want to. Or I can use the equity and I can get a store. I can get I can buy cars and resell them. Anything I want to do because they giving me over 6 figures in equity and I can just pull that out. You know, it's all about your mentality changing.